After spending endless hours this weekend watching Donald Trump in that train wreck of an interview over there on Meet the Press, you watch Occupy Democrats, you know, I must say, what a pleasure it is to spend this morning with Karl Rove. Whew. Alas, that's the world we're in. Now, last night, Rove not only got my attention on Fox News, but apparently he got Donald Trump's as well. And while I promise you will not hear Trump's voice not once in this report, like, share, comment, I can promise at the end of this segment, you will see the early morning Mad Love post, and wait till you behold the furious work of his thick little thumb so early in the morning. Well, you might say to yourself, what could cause such an angry response? Well, let's start here. Now imagine you're the president watching this and what your response might be. That's coming up.
We're joined by former White House Deputy Chief of Staff Karl Rove. Welcome, Karl. Good to see you. I sat beside you and Speaker McCarthy in the room the night Donald Trump won. If I'd asked you that night what the mandate for the president was, what he was receiving, what would you have said?
Secure the border, stop inflation, get rid of this DEI foolishness, make America strong and respected again on the world stage, and rebuild our military.
All right, and if you were to give a progress report, I'm not into grades, but a progress report, I think sometimes people read a mandate too broadly. They think if I'm elected, I'm empowered to do whatever the heck I want. I don't remember any talk about Canada or Greenland or the Pope or deporting U.S. citizens the night he was elected.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No, wait, see, I thought for sure he said, on day one, I'll be Pope, disappear children, and bring the price of eggs down. I could be wrong, I'm not a journalist. Now, Rove's words of advice, they're not lost on Trump, as you're about to see. First, let's sweeten the pot a little bit and see what else Rove reveals from the foxhole. In this case, it's about Trump's recurring gas problems.
We're inflation. The president is, saying gas is $1.90. I just filled up my tank. It ain't $1.90, and we do not have inflation tapped down to 2%. His ratings on the handling of the economy and of tariffs are in the 30s, and his overall approval now is in the mid to low 40s, and that's not a good place to be 100 days in. Plenty of time to turn that around. But he's got to be focused on those two things, I think, that people wanted, which was a strong and prosperous economy and inflation being wiped out.
Okay, benefit of the doubt, right? Plenty of time to turn it around. Those are kind words. Well, as you're about to see in a second, less kind words come bouncing back to Karl Rove in return. Because if what we just heard didn't incite Trump's daybreak social media freak out, then this just might have.
Comments. I thought it was really problematic when he said, well, you know what? The kids, those little girls at Christmas, they don't need $30. They can do it too. And if they have to pay a couple more bucks for them, okay. Well, it sounds like Mr. Scrooge. And the ordinary American is like, wait a minute, I thought you were on my side. I didn't think you were on the side of, saying I need to do with less. You got plenty of money. I got to make mine stretch as far as I can.
Karl Rove, man of the people. Well, maybe, I guess, at least by comparison. And that's the rub. Donald Trump doesn't need Karl Rove's advice so little, so he doesn't even have to dignify it with a response. But of course he does. And it's next. His Truth Social Monday morning bleed inspired by these words from Karl Rove last night on Fox News.
Again, the important thing is that we elected him for a variety of reasons that were important. Inflation, the border, DEI, the military, respect for America, and things like, just tweeting out a picture of you as the Pope is deeply offensive to a great many people. Going out there and saying, for example, this guy from Maryland, I don't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. I don't know if he's a gang member or not. But the fact is bring him back to the United States, lay out the facts in a court of law, and get it done. Don't. It does no good to let that thing go out there for 4 or 5 weeks and eat away at the president's approval on immigration. Take a look at the difference between approval ratings on the border, where he is in positive territory by a good margin, and handling the issue of immigration, which includes these other things, and it's significantly less, and he's upside down. That shows the discernment of the American people. Recognize that and deal with it by not taking things like the Marylander being sent to El Salvador and saying, well, I don't know how we can bring him back. Bring him back and do it the right way, and the American people will give you better credit.
The American people will give you better credit. Okay. Well, not sure by this morning's post DJT cares much about Rove's thoughts or the American people's credit. Now, in case you didn't check Trump's Truth Social feed first thing this morning, well, check this. I don't need to have Karl Rove of Fox News to tell me what to do. The guy's a total loser who's been wrong about almost everything. Well, as the old chestnut goes, it takes one to loathe one. And to quote Trump's brother from another mother, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, there is no love lost between these two individuals.